If you're looking for a fun rebirth build or a big man build in general, you have to check out this 7-foot demigod. From fadeaways to catch and shoots and even snatching some of the other bigs ankles, this build can do it all. Now let me show you how to make it. All right, man, so for the position, you want to go with power forward. Why? I will explain that here in a second. For your height, you want to go 7 foot 227 on your weight, and then you want to go to 7'1" wingspan. Now, in all my build videos, I like to get the physicals taken care of right away, and you want to go with a 74 speed, man. This is very fast for a big man build. You already know a lot of bigs tend to be slow, and they have like around a 60 speed or somewhere in the 60s, but this build is pretty fast for a 7-footer, man. 74 speed, you're going to be able to chase some people down and get you some blocks. Now, agility, you want to go with a 64. So again, you got a pretty high speed and a pretty high agility on a 7-foot big. Your strength, you want to go with an 84 on the strength, and then your vertical, you want to go with an 83. I told you to put this build at the power forward position. The reason why is because your defensive rebounding is not the greatest. It's still very decent, but it's not the greatest. You got an 85 defensive rebound, which gets you gold, box out beats, pogo stick on silver, and rebound chaser on silver. But don't worry, because these badges can still get even better. Now let's head on up to the top and start filling out the rest of this build. So your close shot, you want to go with a 90, man. Very solid close shot. Your driving layup, you want to go with an 80 on your driving layup. This build is very versatile, and you will be a threat in multiple areas on the court, and you have the skill to do a lot of different things. Now your driving dunk, you want to take this up to a 74. It might seem like a random number, but when I get into the cap breakers, you'll understand. Your standing dunk, you're gonna bump this up 1 to an 81, and then that gets you rise up on silver. Post control, you want to go with an 87 for your post control. Mid range, you want to boost this up to a 90. Very good mid range shot, and then your 3 ball is going to be an 83. So you have nothing to worry about in terms of shooting. Now your free throw is very solid. You got a 75 free throw, man. That's pretty decent. Your pass accuracy is pretty solid too. You know, you don't have the highest of rebounding, and you also have a pretty solid pass accuracy at a 78. So you get break starter on silver, versatile visionary bronze, and dimer on silver. Your ball handle. Now this is another area that this build shines in. You are going to be able to have some good dribble moves on this 7-foot big. Having a 70 ball handle gets you all the pro dribble moves, which are pretty damn good. So with that, you'll be able to dribble, and then you also get handles for days at the 71 ball handle with unpluckable on silver. Your speed with ball, bump this up 1 to a 47. Now getting into defense, your interior, you want to take this up to an 82. Your perimeter, you want to take this up to a 62. Now I made this build to be as well-rounded as I can make it. So on the defensive side, you do get bronze immovable enforcer, just in case, you know, if you want to take this build in the park and play twos. If you do get switched on the perimeter, you got immovable enforcer to kind of help you out on the perimeter. Now your steal, you want to bump this up to a 60. So, you know, if you're playing anywhere else, 3s, 5v5, you got bronze interceptor to help you out in those passing lanes. Now the last thing, you want to put everything else on your block, and that is going to take you up to a 90 block. So the 90 block gets you gold high flying denier, silver pogo stick, and silver paint patroller. But just wait and pay attention real quick, because that is not the best that these badges will get to. So let me go ahead and show you the breakdown of the cap breakers so you can see how this build will fill out in the end. All right, so I'm not gonna break down all 15 of the cap breakers, but I am gonna show you what I would do with the first set of cap breakers, and then what I would do with the second set of cap breakers. But then if you end up getting the third set of cap breakers, the rest is gonna be up to you and how you wanna fill out the build. But I'm gonna show you the most important things you wanna upgrade. So with your first set of cap breakers, you wanna add 2 to your mid range. That will get you dead eye on gold. So and then to go with that, you can see you already have post fade phenom on Hall of Fame, and you have set shot specialist on gold as well. Now, of course, if you want to get set shot specialist on Hall of Fame and use a cap breaker on it, you can drop your wingspan down 1, because you're gonna have to get your mid range to go up, and then you can use one of your cap breakers to do that. But I think gold will be just fine. Or if you want to, you can use a max +1 on it, or you can use that on either post fade phenom or deadeye. You can get Hall of Fame deadeye, or you can get legend post fade phenom with your max +1. I definitely think that's going to go crazy, so you could do that. Your next cap breaker, I will put +1 on your driving dunk. That will unlock some dunk packages for you at a 75 driving dunk, so just making it a little bit more versatile, giving you access to some more animations. So we already 3 cap breakers in. Your last 2 cap breakers from your first set, I would put on your close shot because that's going to get you Paint Prodigy on gold. And again, you got options with your max +1s, man. So you're going to have, with your close shot being at a 92, you got all gold badges with Paint Prodigy, Float Game, and Hook Specialist. So you can use your max +1 on these. You know, if you want to use Float Game on Hall of Fame, use max +1. Paint Prodigy on Hall of Fame, use your max +1. You know, test out different badges with your max +1 and see which ones you like the best. Now, as for the second set of cap breakers, which I think are attainable, I would go down to your block. Put 4 cap breakers from your second set on your block, and that will give you a 94 block, which will give you Hall of Fame High Flying Denier, Gold Pogo Stick, and Gold Paint Patroller with a 94 block. Again, with your max +1, you'll have High Flying Denier on the Hall of Fame already, so you can use your max +1 on High Flying Denier and get that on Legend. And since this is a tier 2 badge, you still have a max +1 for your tier 1, which you can use somewhere else. So just think about the different combinations that you could do, man. You could have Legend High Flying Denier and you could have Legend Post Fade Phenom, because that's in tier 1. Like, those two would probably go crazy together, on top of you having the speed to be able to chase down people and get blocks. But if you want your build to be more well-rounded, then of course another thing that you can upgrade with your cap breakers is your strength. You can go up 2 on your strength, which will give you an 86 strength. That'll unlock Post Powerhouse on gold for you, and then you already have Box Out Beast on gold, so you could use a max +1 here and get Box Out Beast on Hall of Fame, since your rebounding is not in the 90s and you have a pretty solid strength at an 84 or an 86 if you decide to put those 2 cap breakers on it. Or another thing, if you would like, if you want to even things out rebounding wise, you can use a max +1 on Rebound Chaser and then put that on gold as well. So you have a lot of options, man. This build is super versatile and it can do a lot of things, man. And the badge potentials with the cap breakers and the max +1s, I think they were divvied up pretty well. So with this build, you get shades of Tom Chambers, Paolo Banchero, and Karl Anthony Towns. And I like the build name for this. It comes out to be a 2-way 3-level scoring threat. Now, I found a nice jump shot for this build. I'm not going to give y'all the jump shot just yet. I'm going to have that come in a separate video, but I will go ahead and throw in the SIGs as a bonus. Like I said, the 70 ball handle gets you all the pro dribble moves, which are pretty good. And then, of course, you know, you got some great animations. You got KD's go-to shot, his hop jumper, post fade. Like, you got a lot of different good animations that you can still use. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel down below. Grindtober Day 9, if you're not hip on the series, man, I am posting every single day for the month of October, so make sure you got post notifications turned on so you don't miss out on a single video. As always, be sure to stay safe out here, and I will catch you guys tomorrow, man. Peace.